CLI and a cross-platform IDE for C and C++. Download now.
So hi, my name is Sandor, and over the last few weeks, I've been pondering over the question whether we can still find joy in our lives. Oh, sorry, I meant in programming, of course. Well, our job just changed a lot. Probably changed more than it's changed over the last few decades, ever since high-level programming languages were introduced and replacing assembly. Now we type less, we prompt more, and well, actually we have to review code much more. And before this, we thought that we were living in a state of context switching all the time, but actually that was not true. Now it is true. We have to jump from agent to agent and from meeting to meeting, discussing about all those things that we can produce in more or less in parallel. And at the same time, we are becoming sort of AI-first developers, whatever that means. We don't know exactly, but it's definitely expected from us. And I'm not sure if the problem was productivity at any time, but it's definitely not a problem anymore. The problem, at least to me, is joy. Now that's an interesting question though, because I was talking to other colleagues who said that, well, they never really found ever joy at work. In programming, yes, but not really at work. But it came after hours when they could find joy in programming. But personally, I could find. But now, flow, well, what we sometimes felt, now it's gone. And we supervise instead of building new things. Instead of a state of creation, we move to a state of constant reaction. Which leads to the question, what did we really love? Because, maybe we just loved solving puzzles. Maybe we enjoyed the state of flow. Maybe we just enjoyed that we could, turn some complex requirements into a working piece of software, and we enjoyed this agency that we got through typing. But maybe this was never about typing. It was more about agency. Programming was never about typing. Code was just a medium. And what we really enjoy is problem solving. That's our craft. But things are, changed, and we have to rediscover our jobs, and we have to answer the question like how we can go farther. What's coming next? And there are some options that are not mutually exclusive. Well, first of all, I think we have to embrace the shift, and we have to become better at judgment rather than generation. And somehow, still, we have to protect that craftsmanship that we probably lacked, and somehow, somewhere, we have to keep building deeply. I mean, we have to keep building code by our hands because that's how we learn certain concepts. That's how we can practice. But at the same time, I think we have to move closer to ambiguity, because that's the area where AI, at least for the time being, doesn't really excel. We have to move closer to understanding of big system architectures, the trade-offs, how we make trade-offs, and also we have to navigate better, like probably a bit of office and internal politics, meaning in a good sense, not the negative part. And we have to take more responsibility because, well, AI cannot take that for the time being. At the same time, we cannot forget that we cannot outsource fundamentals. It's true that AI can generate code. Probably it can already generate code, well, definitely faster than us, but maybe even better. But it cannot generate understanding for us. It's still us who have to struggle. We have to struggle in order to get that understanding. So where does joy live now? Because, probably we can find our joy in clarity, because it definitely it doesn't come from typing anymore. So it must come from decisions or from good judgments and from understanding systems deeply. And we have to understand, the long-term effects of our choices. So basically, our joy will come in the future by avoiding pain. And well, we have to own the consequences, and we have to enjoy that, I think. So are we losing joy? Well, only if we confuse the tool with the craft. We have, only the medium changed, but the opportunity to master it did not. And maybe the old days are gone, but joy is not. It just moved. And the question is whether we are willing to move with it. Thank you.